Hi guys, hi ladies, welcome. We're here, yeah, we've got another video for you. Right. Right, so what we're going to do today, now I've fixed the soldering iron again. It was a loose wire again. Anyway, soldering iron's fixed. Yeah. Now, I had 2 screws out of this last night. Where did I put them? Where do you want to be? They were on here. Well, nope, I've not lost them 2 fucking screws. I mean, I don't really need them to the end, but I'm going to need them, and I'm going to have to go back together. Might have fell onto the floor or into the drawer or something. We'll find them. They hold the front on. Hold the amplifier in. They might even be over here. But I thought I'd put them. Oh, there's one of them. Now where's the other one? So if one's ended up there, there's every chance that the other one has found its way. Well, there's that one anyway. That'll turn up. The other one will turn up. They're pretty much a standard size. We've got lots of them, so not really an issue. Do all this shit. If you want to do it, do it. Don't even bother if you don't. Now, well, we don't need the test meter just yet, so we'll get him out of the way. I don't think I need any soldering iron out, but I repaired the soldering iron again, guys. It died. It died. It did. It died again because of a loose wire. Surprising, actually. Now, this record player, this come from Chesterfield Charlie, and it's a Ferguson. I'll tell you which one of Ferguson's it is in a minute. It's a Ferguson, and this is actually pretty well made, and it's got no bass as such. You know, it just sounds not nice. It sounds shrill. It's a 2030. Sorry, a 3020. Now, we'll start by dickling, assembling, disengling, taking the motor board out. I mean, Charlie said he serviced this, but I want to service it because it's going to a good friend, and even if it was going to an else, I'd still want to service it. So we're going to service it, guys. I mean, my idea of servicing it and somebody else's idea of servicing it, it's a different matter of servicing it. I want it right. I want to double check everything. I mean, it could be okay. Might not have to do anything with the deck, but the amps, another matter. But that being said, it is full of those Callan's capacitors, which we don't like, so we're going to get them out. There you go, that's got them out. Now, lift the amplifier. Now this has a screw in the back. There's 2 screws actually. There's 2 screws in the back. Yeah, we're going to do this today because this needs to be done because we've only got 20 days left. And he wants it for his girlfriend for Christmas. So on the first day of Christmas, right, there we go, we disconnected the speaker. Now we can lift. Get this centre spindle in there so it doesn't get lost. Now I'm hoping that why does that not want to come out? There's no screws in it, they are out. Really? Oh shit. Nearly pulled the fucking armrest off. There you go. I've got the screws out, so what's holding that? The fucking Rexine's stuck to the fucking bottom. Come on, yeah. The fucking Rexine's stuck to the fucking motorboard, stuck to the case. Oh, for fuck's sake. There. The fucking Rexine's stuck to the case. Or should I say there we go. Oh. Well, that was fucking difficult. And that's loose. Well, not too bad. We've got another one of those if I've damaged it. Yeah, it's cracked. That'll need to be repaired or replaced. Now, there's no. I would have thought, guys, we'd have got a transformer in this. And do you know why I say that? Because of the outputs. I thought there would have been a transformer in this, but there's not. There's no transformer. It gets its power from here, from an overwind. That's unusual. On the, I said to you, you said to me. Right, so the green goes to this side, and just take this earth off. There you go. Soldering iron's working lovely now, guys. That's that one. Let's go for that one. That one. Right. These are going to be the horrible ones. Looking at the soldering iron. These are going to be the pain in the ass. That's that one, and that's that one. There we go. Now, where are we plugged in here? Oh. Or are we soldered? We're soldered, and we can use that to go to our test motor. So we can desolder these here. At the motor. And it goes to so now that's the earth. Now I can disconnect this from the volume control. Take that off the volume control. Turn off rather, there we go. Right. And they've put the washers on the bottom like I don't like them doing. Typical BS and BRC trick. Right. Oops. Right. Now this should lift out. Or at least it will. Once we take this fucking screw out. There you go. On when I was young. the other one. So that's it, basically that's it, guys. Now take that screw out of there. Right, we know the speaker's okay. At least I presume it is. But what we're going to do, now we can move this out the way now. Because we're finished with the case for now. Right. So this, guys, this is going to be pretty simple. Somebody's worked on this before because they've changed this transistor. This transistor's been changed. It's not the one that should be. It probably is the one for there, but it's been changed. Somebody's worked on this, so we'll be looking at that because the sound is very shrill. So we're going to be looking at the why. Right, we're going to be looking at why the sound is shrill. And there's the speaker wires. Yeah, that speaker. We've got another one of these amps anyway. We've got one off our friend Martin. But we're going to change. Yeah, we've got leaky. Got something in there that looks leaky. Is that leaky? Just get me cotton bud. Might be somewhere where I sprayed it because I sprayed. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I did. But that looks like it's evaporated. Let's see, I didn't spray it around here. No, it's not. If it is, it's a long time ago. Right. So, put that to one side for now. We'll think about that later when we dig out all the capacitors that we need. We're not going to change the main smoother because it's not bulging and it's not. There's no horrible hum. Oh, pardon me. Right. So, our next job is to see, they put these fucking big washers in, you can't get the fucking clips off without taking them fucking daft washers out. It's stupid. So now I've got to find my pliers. Where are you? Where's my pliers? Not put them under that, have I? No. Behind there? No. No. Where are you, pliers? See, when I use my clippers. I don't have to put any pressure on, just lift it up a little bit. Yeah. Right, put that in. Put that there. A fucking big washer, we're not putting that back in. Because if I ever have to come to service it again, see, this is supposed to be serviced, but it hasn't. Because there's no new grease on it anywhere. So, and this is why come on, and this is why I go through them. I save them big washers for things where we may need them. Right. We need to repair the tone armrest. We can sort that out after. That's the least of my worries. And we need to modify to look at changing, doing something, because we're going to take the cartridge out. Look at that, as loose as hell that. We're going to change the cartridge because the cartridge is fucked. So we're going to take this out. There you go, because that's fucked anyway. I'll put it up there for now. So I also want to look at the adjustment on this as well, where the adjustment is done, because it feels too heavy. There it is. Can I tighten that back down? Get my screwdriver. Can I tighten that back down? Yeah. Yeah, we've done it. There you go. Right. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to have to modify the clip. We're going to have to modify this. That loose. That feels loose. No, it's not. Right. Well, that's nice and tight now. See, this comes off. See, that comes out of there. And I can I can put the screw in there so we don't lose it. We don't want to lose our original screw. There you go. So what we can do next, guys, we can look. We're going to do the deck in a bit. Put that there for now, out of the way. There we go. Because I want to look at doing this. Will you bear with me while I just pop in the other room and get the get the cartridge I'm going to put in it, and we can start to make the modifications. I'm full of wind. Move, puppy. Move, son. Good boy. Did your dad love him? Move, son. See, I don't have to worry about. I'm back, guys. See, I'm in my shorts, by the way, in case anybody spots it. Right. See, this uses. I forgot to bring the glue with me, but I can go back and get that. Right. We need to work out. See, there's our new cartridge and stylus, and this is one of Crosley. One of knockoffs, but it's got the metal cantilever stylus, not the plastic one. Now that there is not good, because that there won't fit. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull this cartridge clip off, Take the stylus out for a second because we need to get the cartridge out of the clip. So we'll take the stylus out. That way we don't ruin the risk of ruining the cartridge. No, we'll just leave that, clip that back in. There you go. Push that back into there. Put that up there out of the way for now. Now what we need to do is work out how we're going to fit the clip. It shouldn't be too difficult really. I should be able to just... The idea, I'm going to commit when I do this, so let's get the pliers. Right, when I do this I'm actually committing. Well, that didn't want to fucking go, did it? That's got to come out. That's got to come out, guys, because we can't do it otherwise. There you go. There you go. Just take that out like that. And then just get to the bottom there where we've got a bit of sharp bit. I'll be able to get that with a... See, and just get that there. No, I can use a tool on that to bring that down later. There, I got it. So we've got the end off there that used to hold the other cartridge in, which we don't need because it'll be held in with this. Now the next job is to... Do you know, I hate to do this. I do hate to do this because this wasn't cheap. There you go, we'll just clip that there. Now if I that's the wrong way around. I'm probably going to have to clip them bits off as well. But maybe. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll take them bits off as well, because and then I can put a hole through that if I need to. Well, that went, didn't it? We can sand that down. Oh, I've cut it in half. Oh, you fucker, I've clipped it in half. No matter, we'll repair it. Yeah, I've cut it in half, guys. Doesn't matter, we'll sort that. At least it's a clean break. Yeah. Who's that? Oh, it's the Mildred. Hi Mildred.
You sent your picture, Trumpy, on...
Yeah, I know you have, yeah.
Have you got out that'll fucking do that?
Yeah, a couple of 47s will do that at 400 volts.
It's an electric one, isn't it?
Electrolytic.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, a couple of, I'll give you a couple of 47s at 400, they'll do that.
But you have to couple them up together.
Yes, you have to join the two negatives together.
Well, I'll let you do that.
Well, you won't, I won't be doing it today, Mildred. I'm doing a record player I've got to have ready for Christmas.
I know. I'm just going to put one in it and see if it, I think I found out how to eject it, you see.
Right.
But if it ejects, it's in the play mode, so it's doing what it's supposed to do, isn't it? Play.
Yeah.
So, if we get it to eject, I know if the fucking button bank's working, won't it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it, then
Yeah.
it can fucking go as it is.
Yeah.
So you're playing with you.
I'm doing a video, Mildred. I'm doing a record player. I've got to have it ready.
Well, I know you said, yeah, I don't want it right away,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Now,
Right.
I'll let you get back to your record player.
I'll catch you in a bit, Mildred.
I'll see you in a bit.
Bye. Let me go and get me glue, guys. Because I've got to repair this now. Yeah. That's a clean break, luckily. Must have been weak there because... yeah. Must have just been weak there. I mean, I've got another one of these, but I don't want to... I've got another two of them, but I don't want to chop them up if I don't fucking have to. Let's go and get the glue. Let's go and get the glue. Bear with me, guys. I've got to go out the room again. Oh, should have brought everything I needed, shouldn't I? There we go. Do what I did because I needed to have a shit. Oh, you better not pee it in. I've got them floors before and the door's open. Move, son. Move, you dopey bleeder. Let me past. There you go. Good boy. My gate's shut. Yeah. It is. Move. Let me in, son. Good boy. Yeah, I've got to wait for that fucking daft DHL. They think I'm fucking sitting in here all day waiting for them to got another thing coming. I mean, right. That's the main reason. Go to the other camera. Wrong one. That's it. That's the main reason I don't like posting shit out. I like posting things out because you know, because when you do that you're obliged to fucking wait. And there's another one in case, so I can get on with this. I can use this for another job. Arrow Diet Standard. So we need to make, so this is the resin. This is the resin bit. And when you do this, make sure you put the right cap back on the right one, otherwise you'll never get the cunts back off. And this is the hardener. And we're going to use a bit more of the hardener because it'll fucking harden better, I think. Now what we need to do is measure this, is mix this up. Now this stuff takes a few hours to dry because it is the standard stuff. It's not the stuff that would rapide or out like that. This is the one that takes forever to dry, so we haven't got forever, so we're going to do this again and hope we don't fuck up the cartridge clip. There you go, that's one on there. And then go to this one. There you go, put that there for a minute. Then all we do is we just put these together. Oh, it's the wrong way up. Fucking hell. Wow. I'm having a bit of a bother there, guys. We go over, done it with the glue. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold that there. Right, I'm going to Is that curved up at the end? I can tell by whether it is by looking at the air. Does it curves up? So that's right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold that together like that. I'm going to hold that like that. I would like that is not very good. Now I like that like that. But I like it as close together as I can get it. See, the idea is to get it as close as I can. Super glue with it, there we go. Then what we can do, oh you fucker, lie down. We can get that on there, or somewhere like that. See, because we've got enough room there. But it's getting there. I'll just get that there. I'm going to just do this, fuck it. Right, I'm going to put that there like that. And that moved out of the way. And I'm going to put that like that. And I'm going to there you go. Now if I leave that to just harden, it looks right. It needs to be there. That's it. Because it has to have that little bend in it. Oh, it's going to come apart. Right. And that should now if we get the glue, because the glue will reinforce it. I can sand it down later. There you go. Just leave the glue to dry on there now. Leave that to dry and then I can sand that down later. I'll move that out of the way. I can leave that to dry somewhere. Yeah, that's where we want it. Let's just make sure that it's... There you go. Leave it on there. Leave it on there to dry. Now, try it with one of these. See if we end up in this. Hopefully we don't end up in the same position. So let's take the cartridge you just left out past the stylus. There you go. Shouldn't have to take the stylus out to change that. But these are brand new, these, so put that up there. There we go. Right, so we don't want this time, we don't want to. So we want to do what we did last time. That's how I should have done the first one. There you go. That's how I should have done the fucking first one. And then what we can do then is we can rub them down. Because then we can put that. And we'll put the cartridge back into there. I'll put the cartridge back into there and just squeeze. There you go. See, that's got plenty of height. That's got plenty of height there, guys. Now what I need to do next is see how far this screw comes through. Let's put the guard back on that. See how far the screw comes through. So I need to put this back in the arm. Put this back in. See how far it comes through. Well, it shouldn't come through that far actually, but if it does we can put a washer on it. So I want to see how far it comes through, then I know. If that touches my finger, which it does, well, that touches my, I can put that like that down because I can work on that there. Right, that touches my finger, but only just, so I can put a washer or even that I can chop the screw down a bit or find a smaller screw. Right, so let's get the screw. Now, I've done this before and it's worked. All we need to do is put the screw in there. About there. Then just there you go. Just clip that bit off there. Probably work actually that now. Let's see. Whoops. Nope. Where's my clippers? Just clip that off there. Bloody clippers, I fuck these anyway now. That's it. Now what we do is put that back in there, make sure it goes in, which it should. In fact, if I put that back on there, put the screw back, put that back there like that. Put that back in like as it should. And then put that back. Put that like that, get that straight. It should go in. There you go. Let's turn this round a bit. There you go. Now, there you go. Now, it's going to be lopsided, but it'll straighten up. It should just go in. Now we're in. We're in and we're not touching. Are we straight? We are. Yeah, we're in and we're not touching. So what we can do now, we can take that out. Get that screw out. There you go. Let that drop down there. Don't lose the screws, eh? There you go, put that there. Put that screw in there so I don't lose it. That's loose, that should be a lot tighter than that. The actual peg. So now if I get this, and I get this, and I get the glue. Has it gone hard yet? No, see what I mean? Look guys, it hasn't even gone hard yet. Right. A bit of glue on the top. The carrier. Pull that off a minute so we can get it lined up. There it is. Right. That should go right in. That should go right in. Get that as far as we can. That there. Well, I'd like that a bit further back. There you go. That's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot for it. Yeah, it's lovely. Now the glue. Now what we do, we get the screw, because the glue has come through. Put the oh, hang on. See, the problem we have is getting these in because of the glue. See, now I would like that screw. To be put in there. Let me just take that off there a second, because that glue won't go hard just yet. So let me see if I can find something to put through the hole to keep the hole clear. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? Bit of that might do, a bit of solder. Bit of solder might do it. Right, that's out of there. So now all we do is just stick that back into there. Yeah, the hole's not bunged up now. That's how we want it. And I'm not pressing on the stylus here, guys, I'm just pressing on the cartridge itself. That's how we want it. Make sure it will move about because the glue's got to go hard and it'll take hours. Now come back a little bit forward. Now if I go to there, now what I'm thinking, see, I need this straight. It needs to be perfectly straight. See, that would get it straight. We can just wedge it there. That would get it straight. That'd be perfect, actually. Yeah. Because that's being held there. That's it. Yeah, it's just on the lip there, that's good. That's alright. There you go. And that's how we do it, guys. We just leave that now to set. Yeah. Leave that to set. Yeah. Just leave that to set now, guys. And that's how we do it. Now, we're going to have to change the ends on the wires because these won't fit that cartridge, which is a shame. And it was wired up for stereo cartridge anyway, but these ends won't fit, so we're going to have to replace those, which is good because they solder off. It's a shame, really. It's a shame, really, but we're going to have to do it. We'll not do it now because we ain't got any knocking about. Now what I want to do is put this screw, so I don't lose it, out of the way. The soldering iron's working good now, guys. I repaired the soldering iron again. That's working okay now. That's nice and hot. And if I turn the temperature down to 340, 350, the light will come back on again when it gets to 350. Well, what we'll do, we'll see if we can we actually fit the stylus guard on this. No, we can't. We can't because of these here. We're not chamfering them off. Not yet anyway. I might do it when it hardens up. Now what I want to do is put this out of the way, because that's how we do it, guys. I can't find the zoomer in for the fucking camera. There we go. Is that straight? Yeah, it is. Good enough. Right. Let's just double check, make sure that fucking stylus is sitting straight. Get that so it sits. There you go. Get that so it sits where it needs to. That's it. There you go. I've moved it now, you idiot. But that's not good. That's actually, so that should be about right. There you go. Yeah, it's come off. Oh, it's come off. Get on. That's it. Yeah, that's good, that. That'll do us. Yep, put that back. Leave that now. We'll leave that to sort itself out, to dry off and go hard. Now what we'll do next, we'll now we can start to work on, see that there's nowhere near what it should be. That should be a lot, you shouldn't be able to turn that. Right, so what we'll do, does this come out? No, we don't need to anyway, we can take it out with a clip here. There you go, that's the clip. Take off the turntable. See, that's always loose. They're always loose when he does these because he forces them. That's the problem with him. He won't leave them. I tell him don't mess with them. But he always loses it. He always makes them dead loose. Nothing I can do about that. The mechanism will still work anyway, but that's, and that should lift off, and it doesn't. The whole lot turns. That's somebody else's idea of servicing it, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and just melt the solder. Melt the grease, because I don't know where my heat gun is. It's here somewhere, but I can't think where. I think it's in the kitchen in another cupboard. See, the whole lot turns. I don't want a whole lot fucking turning. We're getting any heat going through this. Should be. But that's loose. So you're supposed to heat them up and lift them off. Should be enough in that now. Can I get this under here? Just help me up. should just lift off. There you go. I'll just... There you go. There you go. Just that my hands were a bit greasy and a bit gluey from that fucking glue residue. And that there is not supposed to turn. That's supposed to be tight. That's okay, that's loose, that's how it should be. Now let's take the thrust bearing out. Get the thrust bearings out. Put that in there for now. The idler, I think the motor's okay, we will give it a drink. Can do that now actually, and then it's done. The motor's clean. Give the idler a drop. Top bearing of the motor. Clamp that down for a minute. Not that that does much fucking clamping. We'll have to sort that out. To sort that out. Fucking hell, pulling fucking mains wires and all. Fucking hell. Right. Now what we need to do is get our spare cap. Put some IPA in that and put the top back on that one. Where's me cotton buds? There they are. Get a couple of these out. We can start the process of cleaning this and getting it sorted. See, this is gummed up with old grease and it's never going to work properly like that. You know? People call this servicing it. And they just clean the old grease off. There you go, let's take that spring off there a minute. See, look at all that under there. You can't leave that like that. Look at our grease. And don't forget Charlie serviced this. You know, some people say they've serviced and they haven't really all done it, just moved everything about. Right, let's get this under here and clean this. And all the fucking shit off here. There you go. And while that's there, while that's off, I can put a bit of grease on that. Only a little bit needed, not a lot. There you go. That's that. We can now bring that back over. Oh, hang on. Get the spring sorted. There we go. Bring that back over. Get in. That back over there. And that. There you go. Right. Right, this one of these levers here, you don't put grease on, it's that one. That one there, you don't put anything on that. Velocity trip lever. You don't put anything on that. Because you don't want any friction. There we go. Put it on there. That's it. There you go. Now get the oil. Bit of oil on the pivots. Only a little bit. Just a bit of oil on the pivot points so that everything can move smoothly. Bit on there. There you go. That's it. That's it. Now, don't think we need anything else on there. Now let's do the speed. Clean the old grease off the speed mechanism. Let's put it on the top speed or lowest. And that way we can get to all this. You look at that, there's bits of shit and everything in that. You know, that's why when somebody says to you, I've serviced it, never take the word, do it. You know, I could have let this go as is without even looking, but you know, that's not the way we do it here at Vintage Electronics. Vintage Audio, sorry. Not the way we do it here at Vintage Audio Repair. We like to do a proper job. We like to know that when it leaves here, get that air off there. We like to know when it leaves here, we ain't gonna see it for another 30 years. I mean, this is supposed to be lubricated every couple of years, but they never get it. No one ever does it. You know, but I think the guy who's having this, I think he might do that, you know, because I think he might, because he services his vehicles. I mean, he really looks after them. I mean, he really does. My mate Paul, he really looks after his stuff, so there's every chance, every likelihood that this may even get fucking serviced. There you go. That should now be nice and smooth, which it is. If you ever have to adjust the speed on these, the idler, the little things there, just on the top of the speed where the lever, where this goes up and down, the actuator goes up and down, which connects to the idler. See, that's your slowest speed. And that's your slowest speed there, 16, 33. Yeah, 45, 78. Now what we do, we clean the top. Now we have O-ring on here, and that prevents a bit of rumble. Doesn't stop it completely, but it helps. Now I don't put grease on this, because you're not supposed to. And cleaning all the shit off the top of this, because it's going to get its own grease in a second. Now all we do is clean. That's been greased, but it's not my grease, so it isn't my grease, so it can come off. Well, that there's okay. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, that's okay, that doesn't need doing. But if it does, you do it. You don't put any grease on there. But you can see I mean, I've seen people put grease on the teeth on them and everything. You don't have to. Not supposed to put grease on the teeth. Right, what we'll do, we'll just give this a quick wipe with my shirt because I've got to change it in a bit anyway. So, I have got a cloth I forgot to bring in with me. There you go. Now we'll put a bit of my grease on here. Because I use this Granville all multi-purpose grease and it works. I've never had a problem with it, so that's what I use, guys. You just put a coating on it. You don't have to put any on the teeth. I've seen people do that and put a bit of grease on that spigot. There you go. A bit of grease on the spigot. Put a bit of oil on the cam follower. The cam follower is there. There you go. That'll work its way in. Now just clean the washers. Clean the next one. See, I like to do this my way. See, that spigot's a bit loose there. It's always going to be now because of the way it was taken apart by the previous person that did anything with it. So, always going to be like that now. Now what we'll do is clean the bearing. Take all the old grease out of this and the hairs. And a few clock springs in there. We'll clean all this out because it has to be cleaned out because you can't leave shit in there. Otherwise it will rumble its fucking tits off. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop that in there now. And I'm going to stir it round. Now, there you go. Wipe that up there. Do that bearing race a quick wipe, ball race a quick wipe. Because the ball race has to go in first. That's clean enough, that's good enough. That's good. And what I do, I'll put these in upside down. The reason why I do that is because they wear a groove. And I prefer to use the other side of the washer that's never been used because the bearings have never sat on it. But it's surprised how reliable these things actually are, given that they by rights they shouldn't be here now, these mechanisms. You know, there's no right to be here whatsoever, but they are because they were so well bloody made. You know? They were so well made, guys. I'll do, pop that onto there. Come here, you. Pop that onto there. Pop that back in the grease tin. Get the next one. Put that way up. Give it a bit of a turn. Put the that'll come off if it ever has to need to be. We'll put a bit of oil in there as well. Put a bit of oil in there. There you go, look at that. So it's a it's a bit annoying about that being loose, but it's not bent up or anything. It'll work, be alright. But I don't like them when they've been made loose, but there's nothing we can do. Ow. My fingers used to be dead strong, you know. I used to have really strong fingers at one time. Just turn that a little bit there. That's it. That's in. Now what we need to do, we need to clean, let's turn this soldering iron off, it doesn't need to be on. I'm looking for my, where's me, there it is, my safe block. What we can do, we can put this, what we do, we can connect the safe block and we can, that's the earth, make sure I don't get mixed up. There are your two wires, make sure they fucking are to the motor. They are. We don't want to connect the earth. Put that in there. Put that in there. Motor's running, it's dead smooth. So what we'll do next, we'll get a bit of sandpaper. Piece of sandpaper, and we'll just clean the idler. You can see how fucking smooth. Move it to that one. Clean these. And what we'll do is just make sure that we're clean. Don't want to take anything off them, just there you go. Cleans all the crap off. Is that? See, I don't want it. Right, that's a lot better. To clean, let's get me sponge to clean the inside of the drive drum. There should be a clip here somewhere. Where's my clip gone? There it is. Let's just wipe out that. And you just go around it with your green pad. And what it does, it just roughens up the turntable. Now what we do, check that's working. Oh, plenty of torque on that, guys. There's plenty on that. Look at that. So what we'll do now, we'll oil it. There you go. We'll oil it, turn it off, lift it up, drop it down. Look how free that spins. That noise you can hear, so you can't hear that now. That was just the idler rubbing on the... I need to find me tins to put to rest this on. So if I can lift that part up there, rest that on that box. Look at that. Right, what we'll do, we'll try the mechanism. So we'll put it on 45. And we'll try the mechanism. Needs the arm lifting slightly. And that's come back because it's obviously slanted. That's come back for that reason. If I was to just lift that up there, there you go, it'll go over. The arm needs lifting slightly. There you go. Now go to 10. There you go. It works. Lift it all the way up and that'll put it in the 12 position, 12-inch position. Yeah, that is 12, isn't it? Yeah, maybe just over, and probably needs, it'll need a good setup. That's 10. It's about, yeah, it's about right. Yeah, it'll need a good setup. It'll need a good setup. But what we'll do, we'll let it run for a minute. It'll let it, we need to sort the armrest out. If worse comes to that, we've got another deck, we can nick one off. But look at that, you can, all the torque on that, guys, you've got all the torque in the world. And if I do 33, there we are. Turntable's difficult to stop. And if we try it for switching off, there, look at that. Doesn't it barely slows. Correct. Correct. Now where's my clip gone? Turn that off. I've lost my clip. So here somewhere. It doesn't matter really because I'll find one. I will have another one, but I like to use the one I took off. It's what I've done, I pulled it with my fucking arm, haven't I? Pulled it with my arm and knocked it off the bench. Doesn't matter, we've got another clip. We'll find, put another clip on it, that's not a problem. So let's disconnect this. So that's the changer for the Ferguson done, guys. Join me a bit later. Join me a bit later when we come back and we'll do the amplifier. We'll do the amplifier a bit later. I can't be bothered with it now. Seeing if that clip's stuck to me somewhere. No, is it? Be down here somewhere, that now. There it is. Is it? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Put it on, and then we know it's there then, don't we? So we know all this is done. What I like to do is bend these in a bit. I like to just bend them in, and then you get a nice tight fit. There you go. What you do when you put these in, guys, you put it in with the flat edge there, and then you get your you get your tool. We're going to use a Phillips screwdriver here. What we do, we turn this round, so you put that so it's in that way, and then just push it. Get in there, you fucking asshole. It will go in. And that's got it tight. There you go. There you go. No, it's not quite. But I got it then. Now that there. Press that down, it should lock into there, and then there you go. Why is that sticking up though? I'm not happy with that. I'll ring him back. That's got it. There you go. And the clip protrudes through there, so it locks the spindle in. So when you lift a stack of records off, they don't go. The spindle doesn't come with it. Right. So that's all we're going to do there, guys. Move this out of the way for now. My soldering iron gone off again. No, it's turned down. Let's turn it off. We don't need that now anyway. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Get this uploaded for you. I'll leave that there for now and get this uploaded, and I'll ring Chris back, see what he wants. You all take it easy, guys. Thank you very much for coming in. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want to, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now, guys.